my dear friend, Dr. Simon Ourian. It's now become the place to go.
The number one most expensive procedure that we do is butt.
How many people a day come in for butts?
Probably 2 or 3 a day.
2 or 3 a day. The cost is what, 40,000 for a fake ass?
From 40 and goes all the way up to 100 grand.
Come on, 100 grand?
Yes.
How big is that ass?
It's not just how big it is, it's how small you start with.
Do guys come in for butts?
10% of our patients who get their butts done are men.
All right, what's more important, money or followers at this point? Somebody that comes in that wants to pay a lot or somebody that comes in with 27 million followers? Who's getting first? Who's getting in first?
Same.
And don't lie, not
really,
the same.
honestly,
If someone's coming in with 27 million followers and there's somebody in the waiting room that's just wealthy, whose room are you going to first? Come on. Guys, he's not getting away from answering that question to us. I'm telling you right now, we will get an answer to that. Let's go. Let's get cooking.
Foodgod. It's the Foodgod podcast.
Yeah! What's up, guys? It's Foodgod, Murder Murph, and we got Tammy Slay back with us because we are in Dallas today.
Woo-hoo!
Dallas. I'm gyrating on the chair. Look at Murder. Every ounce of belly is shaking through the whole freaking studio here.
Shaking it up,
Tammy Slay's frizz is coming off her hair. She's got smoothness. Guys, you like this beat? Doesn't this get you going right here? Hold on. Ooh,
Come on,
yeah,
Tammy,
let's get
shake
it going.
it, baby.
Come on, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Guys, today is a show about, I guess, well, you know, people always say plastic surgery, but it's not plastic surgery. Boom! It's injectables and Botox and all that stuff. So people are really dumb, I got to tell you. So I get a million people that always write me on my Instagram like, oh my God, all that plastic surgery. I'm like, I don't have plastic surgery. You idiot. Injectables, which I don't really even have because I use this woman's hands for electricity, or Botox does not mean plastic surgery.
Okay, that's good to know.
So, Murda, you are shining like the 4th of July. Your forehead.
Yes, I am.
Guys, so this interview with Dr. Ourian, Murda and I were in LA, and Murda Murph, for the first time, I sat him down because he had this wrinkle in the middle of his head like a rhinoceros.
Like a crater going across.
A crater going across.
Absolutely.
I couldn't stand it. So I had Dr. Ourian, who is probably the best doctor, the most famous doctor at this point for lasers, injectables. He's everybody's doctor. You're going to hear his interview right after this. I had him inject Murda with some Botox.
Amazing. I'm going to put it up on IG. You guys can see it.
Yeah, his forehead is flat. It's like crazy.
I'm looking good. Hey, Tammy, what do you think?
Tammy, I know we don't ask ladies their age these days. But have you had any Botox or filler done?
I've had Botox done.
In Texas?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, see, because like I would be scared to go to any. What happens is like there are nurses that do Botox.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I'm not okay with that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, people come to people's houses with needles.
Yeah.
People come to people's houses, Botox parties,
Botox parties
Yeah.
and fillers, and they do
Botox
those
is a dangerous thing, and like you could literally have your eyebrow go up. You could get weird things happen to you. I cannot believe people actually go to Botox parties and trust these girls to do Botox to them. No freaking way.
No way.
That is like
good.
snake poison.
Dr. Ourian, or that's it for me.
Needles into your head, and somebody that's just going to
Right, like
where
you're having champagne.
Yeah, let's
like
have some wine.
No, like that is a serious thing, and I think people are really just kind of like they do it for fun. It's like miserable.
No.
So you've had Botox done by a doctor or a nurse?
By a doctor.
Okay, I hate Botox. So I've had Botox before. I can't stand it. It makes me crazy because I can't. Like, look at this. I like to move my forehead when I speak.
I can move my forehead down.
Right, because first of all, you only got one line done because you're not getting the full expensive.
Right,
because Dr. Ourian's very expensive. You'll have to go to your local Nurse Betty. Okay, but you did get a line to get rid of the one rhino part.
Amazing.
It looks great.
It didn't hurt either. It looks great.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
And like people coming up to me, you look great. I'm like,
yeah. You look great. But it is amazing.
When you get the Botox in it, you can hear it whenever they put the.
Well, Botox, and then there's filler, like for your cheekbones, if your face, like, you know, I don't know how many of you guys get filler out there. I don't know what the age of the audience out there.
Every girl starts at like 12 now. It's
getting filler.
Crazy.
Well, Dr. Ourian is the best at it, and I made him like the most famous doctor. Really, you'll hear the story right after this. I had a crazy weekend. I am literally exhausted. I went to Rolling Loud on Saturday. I went to Rolling Loud on Sunday. I went to see Post Malone on Monday. And I've been going nonstop. I flew in from Miami to New York. Rolling Loud, first of all, is the most amazing experience. It was in the parking lot of Shea Stadium, which is called MetLife Stadium, where the Mets play. And it was 3 huge, humongous tents set up. And I'm telling you, it was like, I don't even know how they do this. Like, it's the craziest thing. I got a video yesterday from the plane of the parking lot of them cleaning it up. And you could see like how massive this thing was. It was just incredible.
Huge.
I saw Travis Scott fall and break his knee or whatever he did. That was insane. It was I swear, no, it was like 50,000 people. It was insane. Yeah, Travis just like slipped and fell. The next day I saw A$AP Rocky. It was crazy because today I saw Angie Martinez talking to him and they said that he's a full sex addict. I like
I
Rocky
saw
so
that,
much. We
yeah.
flew together from London one time. He's so cool. He's so vibey. But he's saying that
Since you were 13.
he's a sex addict since he's like in junior high.
Right.
Which is so crazy. You look like a sex addict, Tammy Slade.
Hey.
Yeah.
Tammy.
Maybe.
Tammy's.
You never know.
I know. I could tell by
We know.
can tell. I see your hair. Your hair's pulled in certain parts. I can tell that you've been getting pulled on from back,
I'm
sideways.
missing some right back here.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. It's like a
Place it
horse's
behind.
tail.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the craziest part is I didn't understand, like, because I feel like everything with Me Too, you cannot do anything anymore. Like, no jokes, no comedians, no anything, not even funny. So during Rolling Loud, A$AP is screaming for like 15 minutes to people, show your tits, show your tits.
No.
And I'm like, I think it's kind of fun that he's doing that because it's like people are so scared. Like, yeah, there's men and women have tits.
Did
like,
they?
yeah, people were showing their tits, but he wouldn't stop saying that for 15 minutes. Yo, girls, let me send me the bra, send me this, show your tits, but like he wouldn't stop. And I'm like, wow, that's really aggressive. Now I realize I know why, because A$AP Rocky is a sex addict.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks for agreeing with what's obvious.
Tammy's like, I know.
Yeah. Thanks, Tammy. Thank you.
You probably think that you are better now. You're the sunflower. Poppin', man, I feel just like a rock star. Got 'em saying wow.
And then I went to Post Malone. By the way, I think Post Malone probably the greatest performer of all time of our generation. He's like one of those people that's going to be Bon Jovi and Tom Petty and
30 years.
That's a legend.
Prayer, yeah.
Not too many people are like that that are going to be around for 40 years playing like full sold out stadium like the Rolling Stones.
I feel you crumble in my arms down to your heart of stone.
I love that Ozzy Osbourne. So, I got to tell you a fun story, and then we're going to get to the Dr. Ourian interview. So I used to be best friends with Kelly Osbourne, and we became friends right before the Osbourne show started. My friend Roxanne, who was married to my accountant Nick and Roxanne.
I know the story well.
She goes, Kelly Osbourne, she would start, I don't know what happened, which is I feel like why they got divorced. She started going on tour with all these bands. Her phone message, her voicemail message is, hey, it's Rox, and you've reached my box, so leave a message. How fucking amazing is that?
That's great. Tim, you got one like that, don't you?
Anyway, so Rox started.
Sign me up.
She's fun. I do miss Rox. We haven't seen her in years. So Roxanne's like telling me, so she's like, Kelly Osbourne's in town. I met her on tour on Ozfest. Rox started going on tour 10, 12 years ago. She goes, Kelly's coming into town, and can you take her out somewhere? I'm like, but she's 16. Where do you want me to take her? I don't know. She's like, yeah, she looks older, blah, blah, this before the show. It's always like my situation where I meet somebody before they become super famous. What happened with Kim and Paris and Nicole, Kelly. So it's just that's how it's always been, I don't even know that it's going to happen. I was friends with myself before I got famous, so that's how it works.
Yeah,
I know. So I go, okay, I got to sneak her in. So I snuck her into a club at 16 years old. And we became friends. She's way more mature. So that kind of 16 with parents that are worth hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne traveled around the world. It's not a 16-year-old girl in Ohio. Yeah. She's been there and done it. Anyway, so we become friends. And then she's like, we have a show coming out. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's about our family. I'm like, great. So I don't see her for like 2 weeks. We hang out. I don't see her for 2 weeks. Maybe I saw her one time before that. She's telling me about the show, blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks later, the Osbournes come out. Best show on TV.
Biggest thing in the world. Yep.
Biggest thing in the world. And she's got pink hair. And all of a sudden, in 2 weeks, I'm walking down the street. We can't walk down the streets. Everybody knows her. In 2 weeks, it changed. It's just like,
unbelievable.
Boom. It kind of happened with Kim. I met her the week, we became friends before. I didn't even know she had a show that was coming out. And then we had that dinner that I talked about earlier. And then I remember we went to dinner like a week or 2 weeks after, and we were walking out of Koi. It was Koi.
Yeah.
So we get out, and I remember TMZ coming up to Kim being like, are you excited for the show coming on this Sunday? And I'll never forget that. And we were just like, yeah, And it was like right before the show. Anyway, we're going back to Kelly. So I become friends with them. So I become friends with Sharon and Ozzy, and it was just unbelievable experience. I introduced Sharon. The Osbournes moved into Calabasas, I think, and Chris and them lived there. One of the two. I brought Kelly over to Chris's house, introduced them. Then Sharon and Chris were friendly for a while. Then Sharon turned on the family, talked shit after she had her show.
Yeah.
That's what
I
she
did
does,
love
though.
her. She was so nice to me. And then I saw her a few other times. She wasn't that friendly. But I did love Sharon. And so I used to go to their house. And I would see Ozzy in the house.
Oh,
and
my
he
God.
is-
Is he a
amazing.
trip?
First of all, it was the weirdest thing because being in their house, it was like being on a movie set. It's pre-Kardashians where we didn't know this life. And I'm like, oh my God, I watched all of this at home. I'm like, I can't believe this. I'm in that kitchen. I'm in this thing. And I'm like, it's so weird. But you have to remember that there's cameras around there everywhere. And I brought my friend Jeff Beecher, who was really heavy at this time. And I was like, we all slept at the house before I get to Ozzy. And all of a sudden, I'm like, where's Beecher? And I'm like, I can't find him. We all were sleeping there. And I walk into the kitchen and he was
he's not.
laying, and he was like 290, 300 pounds, laying on there, sleeping on their couch, that famous couch. They would all sit on the kitchen. And I looked, and it was like a movie, and I look, and I'm like, camera. Oh my God, camera. I'm like, we're fucking dead. I go, Beecher. I go, get up. Get up. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? There's cameras everywhere. So they had a real sick setup in their garage. They would have like 100 screen monitors.
Control room, yeah.
It was a control room, different than like Kardashians where they just follow you. They would watch to see what's going on in the house and be like, okay, Kelly's doing this in this room. This is going on this, go. And the cameras would go and follow
like
it. So
Big
they would
Brother
just
almost.
watch.
Yeah.
Kind of like Big Brother, except
Yeah.
Big Brother has the cameras there already. They don't follow you.
Gotcha.
Cameras are built into the walls.
Oh,
and anyway, so the best part about Ozzy, I can't believe I even used to get to hang out with him. And the reason I'm bringing him up is because Post Malone has a huge song with Ozzy, like an amazing. And Ozzy has probably one of the best voices ever, voice of an angel.
Amazing.
This guy, there's nobody better than Ozzy.
I feel you crumble in my arms down to your heart of stone.
Really, I didn't realize that. I thought he was like heavy metal, but he's not. He sings like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah. He had a song with that woman, Lita Ford. Like all the slow songs are like in heaven, some crazy shit. Yeah, I have a really good voice.
Hey, sing it again.
No, you're in heaven. Anyway, so Ozzy, I'd be in the kitchen watching TV, and Ozzy would come into the kitchen, and all of a sudden he would stand next to me, and then he would just start going over and leaning on me.
Shut up.
And he would just stand there and we'd watch TV and he'd be leaned over on me and I'm like, oh God, what do I do? Ozzy Osbourne's leaning on me. This is unbelievable. So I just was so excited to be around him. But I've met him a million times. We used to hang out in their house and all that stuff. So, and speaking of plastic surgery, Sharon is the queen of plastic surgery. Oh my God. She's got so many facelifts. She talks about them all the time. So it's not a weird thing. I think she looks really pretty.
She does.
Oh, yeah.
She's funny too. I mean, that family is so funny. The sister hates me. Amy.
Oh, really?
Oh, for
she
some
hates
reason.
everybody,
she
though.
fucking hates me. And I'm like, I think she hates herself for not being on that show.
Yeah,
I was gonna
exactly.
say, she was the one that never was
She never.
on the show.
Yeah.
No, she
Here
never.
and there, nothing
Here and there,
really, yeah.
nothing. She
Yeah.
really hates me. And that's it. So we're ending with Sharon and her plastic surgery. Let's go to the expert. Guys, we're about to have an interview with Dr. Ourian, the most famous doctor in Beverly Hills. He's got a waiting list forever. The bills are crazy. One of my friends went there and her bill was $27,000.
Wow. Yo, my hair is looking amazing lately, bro. What do you think? You
It
don't
does
like
look
it?
thicker, I gotta tell
It does
you.
look thicker, right?
It does look a little thicker.
Ever since I
Because it
got
used to
this
look
shampoo,
really thin, bro.
Agreed. I first want to say it. Function of Beauty, they're amazing. My name is on the bottle. What better than that? You get your name
Just so
on the
you know,
bottle.
I get
of
a lot
shampoo.
of things sent to me, and we get to try these products. They send them to us, obviously, to try because I'm not talking about anything that I don't try. And the bottles are so gorgeous with my name on it. So the purple shampoo has it for the color and stuff. So it's like purple, and one is like this beautiful blue. That
I did blue and
I'm
yellow.
going to steal that Pantone blue.
Amazing.
It's like the most beautiful tealish blue I've ever
I
seen.
have it, yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, bottom line, the company individually formulates every bottle based on your hair type, hair goals, aesthetics. They help you out. You put everything in there. You tell them what you want, delivered to your house, your name on it.
And I love that they don't test on animals, and so does everybody
And you know
else.
I love cats and animals, so
I know.
that's very important.
All the dander on your black
Exactly.
t-shirt today.
Exactly.
Wow. And it's vegan. I use this shampoo. It's in my bathroom. I don't really have any products in my bathroom that are out. This is out because it says my name on it, and the colors are amazing. And it just It's amazing.
It
that
works
it's like
great.
the shampoo, and it has the conditioner. Everything's in the one bottle. It's amazing with the purple shampoo. Anyway, guys, you're going to get 20% off your first order. To redeem that, go to functionofbeauty.com/foodgod. Take their hair quiz. It's really fast, but this way they know what to put in the bottles. It ships to the U.S. and many locations worldwide. Go to functionofbeauty.com/foodgod. Get 20% off your custom formulation. Your name's going to be on the bottle. Best thing I've ever seen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, here we go. Let's go to the interview with Dr. Ourian. Let's go. Guys, our next guest is my dear friend who I've kind of found, cultivated, made a household name, definitely in Beverly Hills. Because of me, I feel like he is now
Worldwide.
the most Instagrammable doctor in the world. I'm not going to praise myself, but guys, I discovered him. I don't care. When I found him, he had 3,000 followers on Instagram. Now,
Not even. No, so to truth be told, hi. You can
hi.
Go ahead and introduce
Okay,
me.
should I introduce you
Yeah,
first? You're going to do it
first.
yourself. Our next guest is one of my favorite doctors. I only have a couple favorites, but he's on
The
he's the favorite. Dr. Simon Ourian, with a waiting list of months and months, and the final bill coming in 6 zeros. I don't understand. He's probably the most expensive doctor in town.
He's the best. That's why.
But I made him that way. I don't think it started like that. But now, because of the waiting list and because of all the high-profile people that are going to him, it's now become the place to go through the back door, the place to go walking out and get photographed. I don't think people ever wanted to get photographed out of doctor's offices.
Now they do.
But his back door that I actually made him put beautiful shrubbery in so it looked like the ivy
Yes.
has become the most photographable place in the back alleys of Beverly Hills. Dr. Ourian.
Yeah.
So wonderful. Thank you so
Welcome,
much.
welcome.
It is so wonderful to be here. First of all, congratulations. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Podcast.
Thank you.
I can't believe the setup.
It's a real setup. Usually we do
real
it at the
setup.
studio.
Yeah, in
we have
Texas,
studios and,
LA.
usually we're in Dallas, but this time we're at the AKA here and we are in Beverly Hills.
I'm so happy to be here. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. And yes, he's right. He did have a huge deal to do with the fact that I got to know a lot of celebrities. I used to know a lot of celebrities. Patients used to come to me, but most people didn't used to talk about what they got done.
Right. It used to
was
be a secret.
They would go from the back door at the middle of the night or in
Into
the
a
morning.
hotel or somewhere.
So what happened was that when Jonathan came in, he said, "Why aren't you on Instagram?" I'm like,
I'm only
"Instagram?"
going to let you call me Jonathan because we're talking about then.
Oh yes,
Because we're talking about then, it was
It
Jonathan.
was Jonathan. Yes.
Okay.
Then
Now
at
it's
that
Foodgod.
point,
Yeah.
it was
So go
right.
ahead. Go ahead.
Jonathan.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So yeah, it used to be, and he said, "How come you don't have a Instagram?" I said, "I don't know. Does it work? We have Facebook." He said, "Hey, dude, you got to do Instagram right away." And the very first, if you go back to what is it, 5 years ago, you see that the very first picture that I have is with Jonathan. So that was the very first picture I ever put on. It was with Jonathan, and we had just took a picture in my office.
Yeah.
And
Because I said, you need Instagram. What do you mean?
and he reposted that. So I went from having 3 followers to 12,000 followers in over 1 second. So he posted my very first picture and he said, "Hey, you guys got to go to Simon." And from then on, we had a lot of people who were watching and following our Instagram pages. And of course, Jonathan, Mr. Foodgod, has a background in public relations. He's probably the best in the field, but he doesn't do it anymore. And he told me how to really took me through step by step. He said, do it this way. Don't put any pictures of your family and your
Right. So he has
cousins
to have
and-
pictures of like, I don't even know. I guess he had one kid
dogs
maybe
and-
back then. Dogs, kids. And I said, why are you putting pictures of
Right.
dogs and kids when this is supposed to be a business profile? So this is another
And
thing
how
that
many
I tell
followers
people.
you have now?
Close to 4 million.
Close
Wow.
to 4 million.
Less than- yeah,
exactly.
so
I
it's
think
been-
probably the most of any doctor,
Yeah,
especially
more than-
cosmetic
Well,
doctors.
no,
Yeah.
more than any other healthcare.
More than any
provider.
other
Yes.
healthcare.
Obviously, we have a lot of followers who like to see what we do.
Let's tell them how
Jonathan,
it started.
yes.
Because
Because
something that I would never talk about before because it was like so weird. So I had dark circles under my eyes. All the
Which a
pictures
lot
that
of
I was,
people do.
a lot of people do, and I'm scared of putting even Visine in my eyes like a baby. So I was on the plane and I'm like literally searching. I'm like, I'm dark circles, Beverly Hills. I got to find somebody that can fix dark circles because I don't know what to do about it. So I see Dr. Ourian pop up on the search, and he's doing this woman's dark circles on the news, and I'm like,
oh my God, this looked pretty good. I'm like, wait, like that's what I have. And they went away. I mean, I don't know if it was fast forwarded or what it was that he did them on the news, Jillian Barbary. And I said, I don't give a crap. I am going to get rid of these dark circles. So what happened was that I remember I was filming and
we showed up with your luggage.
Yeah, we filmed and I literally just like went from the airport to film. And then I had the PA drove me in a minivan from wherever we were, Calabasas. I said, take me to this office. And I literally came with my luggage, a full suitcase.
And it wasn't just one. There were 2 big luggage. He showed up. He's like, hi, I'm here to do my... And
And that was the first time you guys met?
First time I ever met him.
And what did you think about him the first time you met him, honestly?
He was very nice. We had a great time. We talked a lot, and he said, I want to remove my dark circles and that. And I said, no problem. We can take care of it. No, it takes you probably 1 session.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, he was extremely scared of any kind of needle at the time. Like we had to hold him down.
I know how that is.
No, I'm petrified of everything.
No, I know you are. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do anything.
I don't do anything, which is really
any
fun.
medicines you're weird about.
Which is really fun because people always comment on pictures like, you do coke, you drink, you do drugs.
No,
and they don't
forever.
even know that. I
Never.
barely take an Advil, which is like so funny to me.
He's like OCD about this thing.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So he sat down and I just did a couple of injections and then the laser. And then I thought, okay, it's done.
So what happened was I finished,
right,
and I went to see Kim right after. And Kim goes, wow, you look so good, so fresh. Really, I said, yeah, I just went to this doctor. I had a laser under my eyes to get this kind of, she goes, I want to go there. I want to see what it was. I'm like, really? Okay, fine. And the next thing I know, we're filming there like a week later.
No way.
Yeah.
Literally.
Filmed the whole crew. She brings a couple crew. And I was so nervous. And I thought Kim Kardashian's coming here to film.
Oh, you were nervous with her? Now with you.
Right. Not him. Who's that guy over there?
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't mess it up. And she was so nice about it. I thought I had heard about her on the news and stuff like that and media.
Yeah.
But then I didn't realize how nice she was. She was like so down to earth, so nice and so...
Because your most famous patient at that point was Lisa Vanderpump.
There were a lot of clients that I had who were very, very famous who would come to my practice, but they all were secretive about it. Kim was like open book. She said, "Yeah, I'll bring my Kim. All my
That's great
crew. And they're gonna come. They want to come and film you. Is that okay if they come and film you?" I'm like, let me think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 30 seconds.
So
she showed up with her crew, and they started filming, and I did one show, and I called Jonathan. I said, Jonathan, they just filmed it. When are they going to show it? He said,
yeah, you thought it was like next week. I was like, bro, it takes months.
No, I remember it was in November they filmed it, and I said, when are they going to show it? He said, I don't know, in February. I'm like, in February?
Yeah. And I was like, and you might get cut. Don't get excited. He might get cut.
And I'm like, okay, so I won't get too excited about it. Then, of course, 3 months later, they showed it, and luckily, thank God, she liked the results, and she brought Chloe, she brought Kylie, she brought her mom, and basically everybody in the whole Kardashian clan.
Thank me later.
Family. Yes, and then I kept.
Where's my Rolls Royce? You gave me cufflinks. Where's my Rolls Royce?
They were nice.
Really?
Though.
Yeah, they're cute cufflinks. Thanks.
Yes, I give her cufflinks.
Jesus.
But then every day, almost weekly. Kim would bring one of her relatives or friends from overseas or somebody. She would actually drag him there. Simon, you got to take care of them this way, that way, and if you know Kim, she's got an amazing aesthetic eye. She could have been a plastic surgeon in a different life. Like she understands exactly how a person could look better, and patients are very comfortable with when she tells them to do something. Her friends, so she would bring them in. They would do a treatment. They would be very happy, and that's how things got bigger and better
going and
better.
going.
Yes,
and then like really big celebrities started coming there.
Everyone. I mean, I don't think there's a A-listed celebrity who hasn't been there.
I'm allowed to say it because I run into people there. So I've heard Lady Gaga in the room next door. Wow. I literally was, because I come at night too sometimes when there's celebrities there. So I like literally hear Lady Gaga talking in the thing next door. Seen Sofia Vergara there. I've seen Mariah there because everybody knows who's walked out of there. There's pictures.
The ones that I can talk about are the ones who have actually posted this.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Lady Gaga has posted it a couple
What
times.
has she done that she posted about?
Tell you what. She
hasn't done anything that she's posted about?
No, she just said...
Well, obviously the nose has been filled. This is my observation. You don't have to say it. There was a bump in her nose and now it's straight. So I've noticed that.
Lady Gaga was beautiful before.
And beautiful now.
Right, minus the bump. Okay. I noticed the bump. So Dr. Ourian also gives like these nose jobs without having to go under the knife. And that's what I've noticed on a lot of people. If you have a bump in your nose, he puts filler in the nose and kind of straightens it out. So it's literally a nose job.
You can actually see the pictures. I mean, one of the hugest advantages that happened to my practice, and I think in cosmetic surgery in general, was Instagram. And again, thanks to you for introducing us to that medium. What happens is that in 15 seconds, I had to put what I do in perhaps like half an hour to an hour on these videos. And I looked at how makeup artists do it, and I decided that I kind of do exactly kind of what they do, fast forward and make it really rapid. And it took off really nicely. 5 years ago, there weren't cosmetic surgeons putting their stuff on Instagram. In fact, they frowned upon it. When they first heard about me putting on the Instagram, they're like, this guy's a cuckoo.
It's like a magician giving away tricks.
Yeah, tricks. So they hated me. I used to get hate letters. I used to get like...
The more they hate, the better it is. I love it. I live off of hate. So if you guys want to send me hate mail, please. Makes me bigger,
send it to
stronger,
him. Send it to him.
More famous. Everything. I love it.
Yeah, I don't have a thick skin like you do.
I love it.
I used to get so upset that why are these guys... I'm promoting the whole... I'm putting
the
information out there, the whole industry, everybody's seeing about
Fast forward 4 years, not only are people copying what you do, they're pretending to be you. They're pretending to be Dr. Ourian and like using his videos, his pictures.
No way.
Yeah, they steal my videos, some people, unfortunately.
Tell us about, we're not done with the celebs. Give me some names.
Kylie Jenner, when she came in, she was not even 18 yet. So I don't touch patients who are under 18. So I normally wouldn't have done any treatments for her. Kylie called, and her mom called and said she wants to fix her lips. Somebody has messed up her lips. She had just gone somewhere without who shouldn't have touched her lips, and they made her lips kind of look awkward. She hadn't come up with her makeup yet. She was in my office. She said, I want to do some makeup. It's going to have to do with lips. And I thought she was 17. I thought she's probably going to do
How cute lip gloss.
Lip gloss.
Cute. Flavored lip glosses.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
$1 billion later. Yeah.
I'm like, what can I do to help you, little girl?
Cute. It's cute.
So she wanted to fix her lips. And of course, it took probably 2 or 3 sessions to fix her lips to make them look really nice. And she was very happy. And she went on New York Times and said, and everybody was asking her, how do you make your lips look nice? And she came out and said, Dr. Simon Ourian is a magician. He made them supernaturally good. It's not supernatural, but supernatural.
Wow.
So she said he made a really great job, and they were very happy. And yay! So because of that, all of a sudden, the day that she announced that she had done her lips, this is amazing. First of all, we got probably 300 phone calls from that one comment that she made. And all these girls and women who wanted to come and do their lips just like Kylie's lips within the first day. Right. But not only that, the stocks of the company that was making these fillers, which is Juvederm, their stocks went up by close to 100% within a month or two.
Wow.
And I personally think to the fact that she made it kind of transparent and for people to feel that this is okay.
It's okay to show lips, to do everything.
To get your lips done.
What's the price of a Kylie lip from Dr. Ourian?
Around $4,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's doable. But
how much is it in Ohio?
Probably $600, $700. So it's
just people know the difference. This is Beverly Hills, and
so we know that it lasts a long time. It's not going to look artificial. The goal is to make it look like nice, but it doesn't look like artificial and somebody has done your lips. It's very natural, and still if somebody looks at you, they know something is different, but they don't know what.
I saw Mariah there walking around with a glass of champagne.
Yes, Mariah has been there.
A bunch of times.
Might have been there, maybe.
This is me talking. I've seen Mariah walking around with a glass of champagne like it was a club.
If you do a Google search on Epion, or you may on the images.
Now, what is that name Epion? Because I hate it.
You hate it.
I think it's the worst name ever. So it's Dr. Ourian, but the place is called Epion. So
how do you come up with that?
It's so confusing.
I know.
What does that mean?
So I wanted to have a place that, I have a bunch of other doctors work for me, and, it's not my ego, it's a place. Yeah. So I named it Epion. It's a goddess of beauty and soothing.
I think it's a goddess of ruining your front name and signage.
Killing the front door right there.
The goddess of bad signage.
All right, back to who else was in there?
Adriana Lima.
Yes, Adriana Lima's been there. And she has
so you have a big poster of her there, which is so awkward. She took a picture in front of her own poster before she knew she had a poster there. It's weird.
Yes.
She must have been a little freaked out.
She's been there before, and
beautiful.
Olivia,
Olivia,
Olivia Culpa, and then I was just going through the pictures. I remember the time that you brought your fake Kim Kardashian friend.
Oh, that's right, guys. So I don't know if you ever saw the Kardashian episode when Kim was too busy to hang out with me. So you know what? I decided to get a Kim impersonator. And I knew we would get photographed and Kim would be pissed and jealous. And it was the funniest thing. So this is unbelievable. We went to Mr. Chow's because that's where we go. And I said, you know what? Let's go somewhere else where Kim goes. And I go, let's walk this way. We're going to go through the alley like the way we do when we walk or drive in through the back alley.
This is a fake Kim. This is not
fake
a real Kim.
Right, of course.
Fake Kim.
Yeah.
But I became best friends with her for the day to piss the real Kim off.
Of course.
You're not going to believe this. And I promise you, this is not made up. This is not scripted. It was the craziest thing. I walk in with the fake Kim and the real Kim is walking out of the bathroom
At the same
Shut
day.
up.
at the same
Without
time,
planning or
same
anything,
minute,
yeah.
without planning. There was nothing. Nobody knew this was going to
And what happened?
I froze. We ran into each other, and it was crazy because Kim actually was in the office. She brought somebody in to get stuff done to them.
Right.
She had no idea we were coming there. They were filming us, and we walked in. As Kim walked out of the bathroom, I walked down the stairs, and I go, hi. And then the fake Kim, who looks kind of like Kim a little bit.
No, she totally looks like
Yeah,
like,
she's she's a Kim lookalike.
But I felt bad for her. She felt like an imposter and running into.
It was the most awkward
Oh my
thing
God.
ever. Awkward. Yeah, it was really crazy. So that was like, there's a lot of stuff that goes in there.
But they showed that on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It was actually cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool
because
episode.
we were filming. Kim was not filming, and everyone's like, "No, you knew she was." I did not know she was going to. Everyone always thinks everything's planned. It's not.
That's funny.
Nothing
Honestly,
is
it's
planned.
hard to plan all these
You
reality
cannot
shows. It's like
plan.
so many
It just
things happen.
happens all day. Just stuff
Kim has
happens.
such
Like your birthday?
Everybody has such busy lives.
You
These
can't
people have so
plan.
many things going on that you can't plan this.
Bro, summer's been great, amazing. We had a crazy summer out here, but I'm itching to get back in my routine. All the barbecues, eating out with you every single day, night, breakfast, whatever it may be. I'm ready to get back eating the right way. I mean, I gotta. That's why Daily Harvest is great. It's better than going to a grocery store, looking for recipes. I go to my freezer, open it up, get the smoothie out, pop that thing in my blender. I have an amazing smoothie for the day, feeling good, looking good. I mean, they have over 65 different options. Smoothies, soups, savory harvest blends. I mean, you stick it in the freezer, you take it out, and you're ready to go. I mean, bottom line, Daily Harvest is the quickest, most convenient way I feel to eat a delicious meal, nutritious meal, or snack, whether you're at your desk, on the go, studying, whatever you're having to do.
All right, guys, go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code Foodgod. Get $25 off your first box. That's promo code Foodgod for $25 off your first box at dailyharvest.com. That's dailyharvest.com. The number one procedure, I think, besides like all the cheap stuff, and by cheap, I mean $5,000.
The number one most expensive procedure that we do is butt.
Okay, let's, Murder Murph, please sit back, because he wants to talk about butt all day.
Yes, he gets. I mean, yeah, I know.
I want to talk about how many people a day come in for butts.
Probably 2 or 3 a day.
2 or 3 a day. The cost is what, 40,000 for a fake ass?
From 40 and goes all the way up to 100 grand.
Come on, 100 grand?
Yes.
How big is that ass?
It's not just how big it is; it's how small you start with. So if you have like
Nothing. So it's the
buttocks
amount
at all,
of
and if it's
sculpture.
okay,
It's sculpture you use?
no, we use a new stem, which is a combination of 2 or 3 different types of fillers.
How
And,
new?
New stem. It's
Oh,
called
new stem.
Yeah.
Oh.
New
Okay.
stem. So it's that's the name of the product, and it's a combination of 2 or 3 different types of products. So
Okay.
you use calcium hydroxyapatite, which is a bunch of stuff mixed in together, and we use it for different parts of the bodies for the buttocks to make it more plump, or add sculpture to it, or make it more sculpted or round or more projected. So there are many different things we can do.
Are there people that you're like, wow, that are shocked that are coming in for a butt?
I am every day. I grew up thinking, small butt, maybe a little bit perky, and a nice round is nice.
Huge.
But then over the past 10 years, it's like I can't get enough material to put into people's butts. It's like they want to have bigger and bigger and bigger. And sometimes people come in and I'm like, I hope they're here to reduce their butt. And they're no.
And this is much
better.
better than butt implants.
For me, it is. I think it's easy, but there's no anesthesia. You're not put out. You just there's no anesthesia. You just basically
get like
kind
a
of like
shot
a
and
Botox.
stuff.
It's like
And how big is a $100,000 butt?
it has its own zip code.
It does.
That's it.
How long does a $100,000 butt take to do? 2 hours?
Probably 2 hours, 2-3 hours. Yeah.
Can you
And
tell a
probably
fake? Can you
mine-
tell a fake butt 100% if you're in the street?
No, if it's something I've done, I hope nobody
You could
can
tell a lot of fake butts that
butts,
other
the
people have done.
Bad fake butts you can tell. Like
Right.
they're perky and the legs are thin, so they have like really like thin legs. That's
That's a
probably
faker, guys. You know what it is. Little legs, big butt. Check it out.
Do guys come in for butts?
Some, yes, yeah. Probably 10% of our patients who get their butts done are men.
Do you charge them more for being ridiculous?
No.
Is there a man with
ridic-
$100,000 butt?
There's no
I need to
ridiculous
know.
surcharge for
Is there
that?
men with $100,000 butts out there?
Yes. Yeah,
Wow.
yes.
I have
You know,
no butt. I need a butt.
Yeah,
Maybe
don't
I
think
should
so.
try
no,
that.
you'll be the ridiculous one who wants to get the
10% surcharge for being ridiculous.
No, part of it is that men who want to have a bigger butt is that they have really skinny legs and sometimes they have they build up their body and it's hard to build up your
Yeah, I didn't build
butt
up the
muscle.
body.
It doesn't matter how hard you work out or what you do. It's hard to build up a butt
Some
muscle.
bodies just don't work that way.
Yeah, it's just like I every time I post something about butt implant or butt augmentation, butt filling, I get some ridiculous comment on the comments. I actually have disabled my comments. I don't know. What do you think
people
about that? I disabled all my comments.
I just
Yeah,
can't stand
yeah.
so many people.
I mean, I think they're like they make like
They just have
dumbest-
nothing
First
to
of
do.
all,
They have
these
no idea about anything. So
these are my patients who are like they've agreed to allow me to post their body, but the last thing I want to do is to
Hey, you don't need
have
the comments there.
Yeah,
No.
it's really people are so
ridiculing
nasty.
and,
For no reason at all.
Nasty,
Zero.
just miserable
this is the-
people.
Home doing nothing miserable. Let me just
Nothing.
hate on Dr. Ourian.
Right,
today.
I love
Like,
positive people
I
that are like,
can-
that looks so
I-
good. I love that. But
Right.
there's
Why can't
jealous,
everyone look
miserable
good?
haters.
I don't even mind if they say something about me. That's okay. But when they comment about somebody's body, it's
no.
very mean because some of these are very young people who agree to to let me
Right.
use their pictures, and they say, "Oh my God, she looked better before. She looked nasty now."
So I sent somebody to you, and I saw their bill was $27,000. What is the highest bill that anyone has gotten besides Mariah Carey that we saw in the Daily Mail?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh, how much
was that
her
one?
bill?
I don't know. It was a lot. It was more than 27,000. It
Biggest-
must be from a royalty.
No, actually, no. The biggest bill we have is some movie stars, but the biggest because they wanted to do a lot. They did a lot within a course
I saw a
of
really
6
famous
months.
guy, movie star, coming out of your place. I told you, and you freaked out that I saw him. But I saw him. It wasn't you. I saw him walking out. I mentioned him.
I do
You
not-
no, you
I don't.
didn't.
You never told me.
No, you didn't. But I said to him, I can't believe that. And I saw him walking out, and he plays.
Oh yeah.
And I walk. I go. I just saw.
No.
Well, you know
don't.
what? There's been a lot of them.
There are so many men. who-
No. There's been a lot of.
Yeah, but no, don't,
That man
okay. So we
with
got to do
wings.
it. So there's so many different people who get treatments done, but I don't.
I
I met
saw
a lot
him,
of
not
men.
him.
A lot
was
of
it?
men who get no.
Who was that?
No, I won't. No, I won't.
Initial?
No, no.
Can you give me the first initial? Give me the first initial.
No,
Don't
really.
panic.
No.
Don't panic.
No, really.
No, I won't say it.
He won't say it. No.
I won't say. But I saw him walking
Oh,
out.
okay, so that,
The paparazzi could have seen him walking
if
out.
they don't,
It was in the parking lot.
Big actor?
Fair game in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
it's not. We block the parking lot. When celebrities come who don't want to be seen, I bring them at Sunday night or sometimes I've
Not
been there.
this one. And
Okay,
it wasn't a Sunday. It was a nice after. I go, oh my God, I can't believe.
Okay, I've been there for like sometimes one night we came at Sunday night at 1 a.m. because there's a person that is extremely famous and was there at Sunday night and she didn't want anybody to know who she's
She.
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a
She.
fun game I like to play. We start with she, so we cut 50% of the
okay.
questioning.
She's
Okay.
a very famous singer.
Singer,
Okay,
okay.
great. Okay,
Very,
good.
very-
Good.
I forget the last name. So she's famous. I'll tell you that later.
Yeah.
But no, this R&B singer came at 1 o'clock, came with a whole group of people to make sure nobody sees her. Sure enough, at 1 a.m., there were people taking pictures of her. But she got in the car, nobody saw her. So the next day we saw pictures of her with a hoodie, but no.
What does R&B mean? Like, what's R&B? I mean, I know R&B, but I'm trying
Rhythm
to think
and
of
bass? I don't-
No, bro, I'm trying to think of what
Obviously.
category that is. R&B. So let me just guess. I'll just start naming names.
Sierra.
R&B. There's Janet Jackson.
Sierra.
There's J-Lo, who's not really R&B, but she could sing R&B. R&B. Like, I'm trying to think who's the category of R&B. Mary J. Blige, but she wouldn't be hiding like that because they're not chasing her. So if they're chasing her, it's got to be
think.
somebody really relevant. R&B. Who sings R&B? And Mariah's R&B, but like we know already. We
Poppy,
spoke
yeah.
about that. I'm trying to think. I love this game. I do this all
Give
the
us
time.
another hint. We need another hint here.
I'm always like, I tell
Hair
them so
color, hair
much.
color.
It's so famous that
In America?
Yeah, it's R&B. Well, no,
I think R&B is throwing us off on the R&B.
And I think he doesn't even know what the hell R&B is.
No.
right.
I think he has no idea what he's talking about.
Let's talk about butts now. Let's talk about what do you
We're
want to
starting to
talk
get
about?
the biggest bill. What was the biggest bill?
Yeah,
now?
you never told me the biggest bill.
It's like close to $1 million.
No.
Yeah, I had to fly, but they had to fly me to a different country.
Great.
I was
On a
there
nice
for-
vacation on the 5
No,
days
it was
in
like, no, it's like
between.
a
Did you go
18
private?
it's like, yeah, but it's like a 15 hours flight.
Okay, that sounds
I
like a
get
Saudi
off-
country. Great. Here we
I-
go. Good start.
I get off the plane, did my treatment for like 4 or 5 hours, 6
Okay.
hours.
Wow.
I didn't see the country. If
Then you went to the
show
Mall
me-
of Dubai.
No, I didn't go anywhere. They put me back on the plane. So I got there at night, got back on the plane the next morning and come back home because I had to be back in the...
How many countries, royals of countries, do you think you've treated? If you're not just a number of countries.
Probably number of... Probably,
But like real royals, like
Royals.
kings, queens, and
Kings,
top
queens, and
princess, top princess. Not like 30th of the Saudi family.
well, no,
Right.
but
But I mean real, like king of...
from Al Saud family just alone.
well, they have 100.
60.
Well, that's
So
what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like I want real kings.
Real kings.
King and queens, like of real countries.
I've had kings, probably 6 kings.
Wow.
That I know.
Is it like so exciting?
It's
Is it more
amazing.
exciting than Mariah? Honestly.
Anything.
Security,
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
Like
Okay.
it's more exciting
It's-
than anyone.
I tell you what happens. So if a king or somebody of very, very high celebrity has to come in, they come the night before. They send their security service the night before.
Right.
They go through the whole building to make sure there's nothing going on.
Right.
They make sure that there's nobody in the building that day that person is supposed to be there. There's security cars on both sides of the street.
No.
I cannot see a patient besides that one person. And they bring him to the door. I see that person and they leave right there. So
I love
basically, you have to
action.
block up the whole day.
The whole day is blocked, so they have to
And-
pay for anyone that you would have been seeing.
And here's the best part.
Here's the best
A
part.
few of-
There's always a gift.
A few of these people, I text them personally. That's like
That's amazing.
If you 10 years ago said one day you'll just talk to a king, you'll say, "Oh, good, amazing." But now I have the personal cell phone number. They text me back, and I text because they don't trust anybody. So it's amazing to be trusted by a king or queen of a country. And it's one more thing to be able to, they trust me with their face and their body. And the fact that they consider me in a way.
How do you have to call them?
Text them. I only
No,
text
no.
them.
What I'm saying is, Your Highness. Like, or you're like,
usually
Depends on who it is,
depending
right?
on who it is.
Thanks,
yes,
Marta.
no, it's true.
because
He's right.
you've met a lot of kings in Boca.
A lot, of
A
course.
lot of kings in Boca. How do you
Yeah.
address like Burger King, bro? Please,
Hi,
Marta, stop
hi,
it.
howdy.
But they,
Yeah,
but
go
they,
ahead,
but
Dr.
they
Ryan.
ask me, but they're usually the people who are with them say he likes to be called Your Royal Highness or Your Excellency or whoever they want to be called. Obviously, in the beginning, I'm very polite and they call them what they want me, what I should be calling them. But after a while, you become.
Now, do they
friendly,
tell
so-
you what they need, or do you tell them what they need?
Well, they tell me.
Because how do you tell a king, like, hey, you need a little under eye filler?
Yeah, but they
Shoot
usually- no, they usually say they are the areas that bothers them. That's what they are there for. Like the part that I had to fly over to. I've flown over a few times to different countries, but this one time because it was kind of they told me you got to come like on a Monday, and I had to cancel all my patients on a Monday and a Tuesday. I told them, look, it's going to cost a lot of money for me to come, and they said, don't worry about it. We'll send you a check. It's very awkward to say how much are you going to send. So I said, okay, send me whatever you feel comfortable. So after I did all the treatments, they sent me $1 million. That's it.
Oh my God,
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah,
wow,
that's it, yeah.
that's fun. Oh my God.
I'm gonna give a little clap for that one. Wow.
I'm joking. I got excited. Oh my God.
Bro, this butcher box, the easiest, best thing ever.
I have like one thing left in my freezer
Bro,
because I
me-
travel so much. I wasn't able to, because I don't really eat at home. But my mom was over and they chopped it up, bro. They chopped it up.
No, what'd you make?
I didn't make. She
No,
makes.
obviously you don't make
So they make this
anything.
Russian dish, which is like these little meatballs with a sweet and sour sauce. I was dreaming about it. She's like, when I come to Miami, I'm gonna make it for you. And I'm like, I have the meat. I go, I have the meat.
No.
Yeah, I had the meat.
Dude, like,
so
you
it's
have
perfect.
food in your house? What?
But rarely.
Right,
'Cause
right,
Butcher
never.
Box, sent me this stuff to try out, and it's like insane quality.
Bro, they bring it right to your door. How
It is
easy.
beautiful.
Each box comes about 9 to 11 pounds of meat. All kinds of meat, customize it any way you want to. It's about 26 meals in that one little box. And it's the way meat should be. It's amazing, bro. The best. I wake up, the box is there, put it in the fridge, cook it. Call it a day.
Guys, with Thanksgiving right around the corner, now is the perfect time to give ButcherBox a try. Sign up today and get a free turkey plus $20 off your first box. Just go to butcherbox.com/foodgod or enter promo code Foodgod at checkout. That's butcherbox.com/foodgod or enter promo code Foodgod at the checkout for a free turkey and $20 off your first box. Yes!
Let's say people cannot afford $5,000.
Or they can't get to
how
you.
do people know if they're getting the right doctor? Like, tell me, like, what people, like, signs. Let's say you're in the middle, you're in Michigan. You want to go to I see so many med spas and stuff. How do they trust?
Well, first of all,
I just don't trust anything.
highly
Lip doctor,
recommend that.
$30. They do monthly things. It's crazy
I
out
highly
there.
recommend that you go to a doctor. Go to a doctor first of all. Don't go to somebody who's a med spa. Number one, go to somebody who's really, really good at
What
they
is
do.
a med spa compared to what you are? I don't understand what med spas
I mean,
are.
anything can be a med spa if you have a nurse there, or even if esthetician there who does the treatments, and there's no controller, there's no control over what they can and cannot say. So anybody can call themselves a med spa. You want to go to a doctor's office, you want to go somewhere that the doctor's there who's doing the treatment for you, and if they mess up, they're going to lose their license. You really want to have somebody who really cares about what they do. They've gone to school all their life, and what they do is very important to them. If you do that, and if you do your research, go to see a few people who've done these procedures, and if you go to the right person who has done a few of these procedures on your friends and family, you're more likely to get a better
So it's smart to
result.
do your homework beforehand.
Huge. This is not like a haircut. It's not your haircut. You screw it up, your hair will grow back. If you get a procedure done, I have to fix other people's work at least once or twice a day, and it's not.
I mean,
fun.
it shows out there because everyone's screwing their faces up.
Yeah, it's like
People look really crazy.
I mean, fortunately, 90% of the work being done out there is good, but you don't want to be part of the 10%.
So just do me a favor for just people getting their lips done. What should they be injecting in their lips? Because they go and everyone's injecting 15 different things. What are like the top two for lips?
I think the Restylane and the Volbella are probably the best things for your lips because they tend to stay very nicely in your lips.
Right. So if people are using other stuff, that's not going to make them the softest and the best.
First of all, if anybody wants to inject silicone in anywhere part of your body, anything that's permanent, run away. Silicone is horrible. It could actually damage your face for the rest of your life. Silicone in your body, in your butt,
your
anywhere,
ass,
your ass, anything.
Disgusting.
I see people who very educated, smart people who go get they call it ass shots. They get these guys who come to their hotel room and give them a silicone shot, and they say, it's what my friend did. The truth is that 90% of the time nothing happens, but then there's that 10% that horrible things happen, and it's really, really horrible. So
you could die from that.
Yes, absolutely. So please do your homework, especially for things that are more permanent. If you want to do things that are not permanent, do your homework, talk to your doctors, talk to your friends who've gotten these procedures done, talk to smart people to make sure that you're getting the right procedure in the right place.
Right.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, that's really important.
If you want to make your lips
botched.
yeah, and you may not even look good with big lips. My recommendation normally is to put some like a red pepper on your lips. It makes your lips bigger just for 2 hours, or Vicks even. You could put Vicks on your lips. It makes your lips, before you go to a party, you can rub
Girls, guess what? You got a new thing now.
Yeah,
Before you go out, rub it on the lips.
What is it, pepper?
Yeah.
Hot pepper.
Hot pepper, or even like a rubbing Vicks. The Vicks that you put on you could put
And it
that
doesn't
on
hurt your lips at all?
No, it just makes it plump up, and that's what
It
you
does,
have in the
would that
lip
work for,
plumpers.
let's say, a girl that
Now,
couldn't
Dr.
afford...
Ourian, I want to show you. So a lot of people always you have fake lips. They tell me that I have fake lips. So I'm going to show you my baby picture. I want you to look at my lips as a baby and look at my lips now and tell people, because I'm so sick of people telling me that I have fake lips. These are my lips as a kid. Now look at my lips now.
You had good hair and good lips.
Let me
That's
see the
for
hair.
sure. Same. Yeah. That's.
Oh, you had the best hair, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You're trying to get
right?
that back right now.
Yeah,
That's
but what
sick.
about the lips?
The lips
lips
are
are
huge.
huge.
Lips. Yes.
Huge. As this is I don't know how old I am.
Huge.
4 years old here. 5 years
Huge.
old. Huge.
Yes.
I'm so sick of people telling me you had
Post that.
lips done. You had that done. People are so.
But you don't look very happy in
fucking
that
dumb.
picture.
All I know is probably didn't get ice cream or candy. I was a mini Foodgod back then. Look at me, the whole
Mini
outfit.
Foodgod. Yes, that's
Can
it.
you believe that?
That's a very nice
Yes.
Russian.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah,
Russian. It's a
yeah.
picture from Russia. from
the right
Russia
from
with
Russia.
love.
Yes.
I was a real cutie, actually. Like
Yeah,
a real.
good looking kid.
Yeah.
I love your mom. Your mom.
Yeah.
She's the best.
Yeah,
Yes.
has done amazing work raising
Thank you. If you were dreaming of working on someone that you haven't worked on, who would it be?
God, I don't know.
God, because everyone's been there. I know, it's so sick.
Literally.
Think again.
Literally. He's like, I can't name one. They've all been there.
All the people that I know, I've already worked on them. At
Right.
some
But
point.
somebody you haven't, like someone maybe you've seen, you're like, oh, I'd love to work on them. I need a little thing to make it even better.
Celine Dion
Celine Dion.
needs her lips done.
Yeah, bad.
Why would?
Celine Dion doesn't do anything anymore. It's just maybe.
But don't you think she'd be like she'd look beautiful with the little pouty
she would
lips?
look gorgeous if she lets me work on her face for like 2 hours. She would be even more
She's so
beautiful.
pretty to begin
she's
with.
got beautiful.
However, if she
posture.
got lips, she'd be really. I feel like she's just missing lips. It's weird because she's so pretty.
she's also like her skin got some sun damage, so her skin. I would love to. I mean, I hate to do this because she's beautiful.
Well, it doesn't matter. Everyone needs a touch
yeah.
up. All right, what's more important, money or followers at this point? Somebody that comes in that wants to pay a lot, or somebody that comes in with 27 million followers? Who's getting first? Who's getting in first?
I mean, the same.
And don't lie,
Really,
not the
really,
same.
honestly, the
If
same.
someone's coming in with 27 million followers,
No.
and there's somebody in the waiting room that's just wealthy, whose room are you going to first? Come on.
The same way. Whoever
God, I
came
hate when
first.
you do this. You're lying. You're lying.
First,
You're
whoever-
lying.
No.
50 million followers
50 million
or
followers.
10 grand or 10,000.
No.
Somebody there's somebody got doctor. Hey, it's Nurse Betty. There's somebody in waiting room 1. You know who that is? She has 35 million followers. Oh,
And we have Gertrude
doctor,
out there.
We have a very big socialite in room C. You know, the wife of the chairman of a studio. Which room are you going in first? Be honest. Come on, you got to be. Sometimes you got to be honest.
I think the truth is that your numbers are off. Like 35 million still not going to make a huge shake, but nowadays you have to be over 50 million to 50 million
Doctor,
followers. Yeah, so
there's somebody with 50 million followers and
Right,
someone
I
with
said
$1 billion.
I'm gonna have to see the person with 50 million.
There you go.
If I don't take care of them, they're gonna ruin my career. So I have to. Know. I'm just being funny, but no, truthfully, I just take care of both of them. At the same
No,
time.
you wouldn't. You would go to the girl with 50 million followers.
I am not gonna do that. I would go to the whoever came in
Liar!
first. Whoever
There's a
came in
liar.
first.
50 guys, if you have 50 million followers, just so you know, you will be cutting the chairman of, let's say, I don't know what studio or where's wife.
Yes.
100%.
Yes, I mean, obviously, if you have,
You'll be waiting a little bit longer. than
Right.
that
The person
50
with
million
50,
followers.
the person with $1 billion's not telling any.
I tell you
Exactly.
what, I'm no matter which one of them I work on, I swear I would treat them both the same way. It's like
You're treating them the same way, but which room? It's just a minute difference because you'll just say hello to both. Which room are you going to go say hello first?
I don't know.
That's it. Just hello. Just hello. You're not going to work on them. What room are you going to go say hello first?
I'll
The
probably say hello
chairman's
to
wife?
both of them.
Huh?
50 million followers first, because again, you won.
No, that's it. Doctor, we don't care why.
Right.
Dr. Ourian, thank you for coming by and
Thank you so much.
helping us know that followers are more important than money.
Yes, thank you.